everybody. I want to make a correction in this video before it gets started. I said that Theim is the first player, if he wins the French Open, I said that he's the first player, will be the first player to win a major since Del Potro won in 2009. The first player who's not named Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Wawrinka, or Andy Murray. People, that's not correct. I caught the error. I didn't want to do this whole video over because I'm satisfied with everything else. No, Cilic is almost the same. Cilic won the U.S. Open in 2014. So basically, there's only been two people. So Theim is still making history. So I want to just add that correction that Theim, he will be the first, if he wins Sunday, he will be the first player to win the French Open, to win a major. He will be the first player that's not named Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Andy Murray, or Wawrinka. He will be the first player outside of the Big Five. So I want to make that correction. Because in the video, y'all are here, I said that Theim, no one has won a major outside of the Big Five since Del Potro won in 2009. That's not true. Cilic won in 2014. So I want to throw that correction in here. And maybe I put that, maybe I put some writing up on the screen in the video. Okay, people, tennis preacher prophet. Let's get it going. Have a good one. Hello, everybody. This is the Magic Man, the tennis preacher, the prophet, the psychic, coming back at you again with another video. Hello everybody, this is the Magic Man, the tennis preacher, y'all know the prophet and the psychic, coming back at you again with another video. Alright people, we got a super high level semi-final, men's semi-finals. You know people, somebody commented, not under my videos, but it was under some highlight video. Some tennis fans said something it's obvious, but it is something to think about. They said that we finally got really the top 4 tennis players in the world that's officially ranked number 1, 2, 3, 4, and unofficially ranked. In other words, these are the best 4 players. This is not like number 20 who caught fire and end up in the semifinals and the finals. No, we got a legitimate top 4 ATP ranked. Djokovic number 1, Nadal number 2, Federer number 3, Theim number 4. This is legit stuff. All right, can't get any better than this. And people, I don't think we have had, I probably should have checked on this. If y'all can correct me, go look it up. But I'm talking off the top of my head. But I don't think we have had the top 4 in the semifinals since the Big Five was in effect. You know, Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Andy Murray, and Wawrinka. I don't think we have had like the top 4 since those days, where all the top 4s in the semis. But that may not be true. It could have been something in between, but I think that's true. Now, let me get to the title of the video. People, this is big history that's going to be made Sunday. No matter whoever wins between these 4, it's going to be huge history. I was going to do another video. I don't think I'd do that video. I was going to do a video saying, would it be bigger? Who will have the bigger achievement by winning Sunday? What would be the bigger story? And you know what, man, I didn't want to do that because, you know, I may still do it, but I sort of don't want to do it because I don't want to belittle. All 4 of these guys are going to make big history, okay? And I don't want to belittle. Like if I said, well, it'll be big if Federer wins, because that'll be a 38-year-old guy winning the French Open, and that could be the bigger story. I don't know if that's the biggest achievement, though, because Djokovic, he will be holding all 4 at one time, okay? And so, in Nadal, I mean, winning his 12th French Open, so I'm already getting into it. So I don't know if I do that video saying who will have the bigger achievement between those 4 guys. Okay, now notice I didn't mention Theim. Now people, let me say something. Let's start with Theim. If Theim wins the French Open Sunday. Now people, I was thinking about doing this video yesterday, but I was just going to talk about the biggest achievements that would happen if Nadal wins or Federer wins or Djokovic wins. And I was sort of thinking, well, how can I put Theim into this? Okay, well, I didn't know Theim. Well, actually, I was predicting Theim would probably win, but still, I was saying, well, if Theim wins, then that ain't gonna be big history. Yes, it will. I thought today, yes, that will be big. Even if Theim wins, people, it may not be quite as big as if the Dow wins. Well, somebody could argue this right here. Somebody could argue that, yeah, if the Dow wins or Federer wins or Djokovic wins, yeah, their total achievements, of course, that total achievements is bigger. And you could argue that, those three, Nadal, Federer, and Djokovic, will achieve will be bigger than what Theim will achieve, okay? But people, let me just say this here. As far as history, somebody could twist it and argue that what Theim is going to do if Theim wins. People, listen, I didn't think about this because I was feeling sorry for Theim, saying, man, if Theim wins, that ain't going to be no big history. You know, it would be better if Federer wins or Djokovic and Nadal wins. And of course, their history probably still bigger. But people, if Theim wins, it's still going to be big history. Even if it's not quite as big as the other three's history if they win. But people, if Theim wins, people, that would be the first player, ATP player, to win a major since 2009 whose name is not Federer, Djokovic, Nadal, Wawrinka, or Andy Murray. That's big history. Yeah, people, I think I got this right. I probably should have looked it up, but I think I don't even have to look this up. I think Del Potro won the US Open, beat Federer in 2009. Nobody else has won us, so y'all please jump in the comment section. I probably should have, but listen, I know I'm talking off the top of my head. I know this. No other player besides the big five that I just called out, Wawrinka, Andy Murray, Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, has won. So that's big history. Y'all can, we'll still put Theim's big history if Theim wins number 4, if you want to put it after the other 3, but that's huge history if Theim wins. That's amazing that the way Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic, and, Wawrinka got his 3, and Andy Murray got his 3, but it's amazing how those 3 guys, though, has dominated the last 12 to 13, 14 years. Unbelievable. So Theim will make big history. Now, let's move to, who else we gonna, let me see how, well, like I said, y'all can put this in whatever order, however y'all think is, however big y'all think this is, okay? You can choose whose history. I won't get into who has the bigger history because, that depends on the impact. For example, somebody could say holding all 4 majors at the same time is bigger than Federer winning 21, and because Federer winning 21 majors is just 1 major. Well, winning 21 majors, winning the French Open at the age of 38 years old. See, that's totally different than just winning the French Open or just adding a major. So somebody could argue that the fact that Federer is 38 years old and he winning the French Open, and especially he hasn't played the French Open in 3 or 4 years, damn, that's a bigger history than even Djokovic holding on for at one time. But see, I don't want to get into that. See, I told y'all I was not going to try to rank who got the bigger history. So let me just go over the history. Okay, let's start with Djokovic. If Djokovic wins Sunday, people. Djokovic for the second time. Now, y'all, I'm really the only one on YouTube that talks about how great that is, that Djokovic can hold, that he's held all 4, actually he had all 5, because he had the ATP finale too, and all 4 majors at the same time. Now some people get that mixed up. Now the real tennis fans know what I mean. I mean exactly what I'm saying. That means he has all 4 titles at the same time, meaning within that year nobody else has those slam titles. Because it was somebody that they was not really a really smart tennis fan. I told them that Djokovic held all 5 titles at the same time, and they said, well, Agassi held all 4 titles at the same time. I say, no, you talking about the non-calendar slam. I'm not talking about winning on all 4 surfaces over 3 or 4 years or 2 years or 5 years. I'm saying in a 1 year, within 1 year, you got all 4 majors, okay? And Djokovic is getting ready to do that again. And remember, I told y'all, if Djokovic does that again, I would say this here, if Djokovic, even that would give him, if Djokovic wins Sunday, that will give him 16 majors. He will be 1 behind Nadal. People, I probably would put the Djokovic already. I probably would put Djokovic already. See what I'm saying? I'm saying already over Nadal. No, I would probably put Djokovic over Nadal if he's not already over Nadal as far as greatness. But definitely, even though Djokovic should be 16, Nadal got 17, I told y'all, Djokovic got records that even Federer and Nadal do not have. And nobody in the history of tennis has held all 5 titles at one time, and much less hold all 4 at the same time. Not even Federer and Nadal, okay? All right, so that would be huge. And there may be some other records. Now listen, you guys could jump in the comment section. If I'm pretty sure all 3 of these guys are going to break other little records, like most added to the number of semifinals and final appearances. You know what, y'all can put, if y'all want to add that and go look that up, fine, and you can write it in the comment section. I'm just dealing with the big stuff that's happening Sunday. Okay, so we got Djokovic. So that's Djokovic. If Djokovic wins Sunday, he will have his 16th major, but more importantly, he will be holding for the second time all 4 slam titles at the same time: the Australian Open, the US Open, the Wimbledon, and the French Open. Hallelujah. Let's go. The Djokovic fans say hallelujah so I can hear you. All right, now let's go to Nadal. Woo, Lord have mercy. If Nadal wins, can somebody say amen? Nadal will have, he will have his 18th major. See how that stuff, wow. Nadal trying to get on that GOAT stuff. He trying to get Federer. He moves closer, within 2 of catching Federer. But not only that, Nadal fans, they've been telling me, Magic Man, you need to talk about Nadal, the only player in the history that has won this many majors on one surface. Nadal will have his 12th French Open. Unbelievable. Can't believe this. This is unbelievable history, people. Okay? And let me just see, is there any other dynamics around this? Well, like I said, Nadal will move within 2 of Federer's total count in majors. This will add to Nadal's total. I forgot what the total number is, but it will add to his total number of major titles. Okay, and man, this would just be unbelievable that somebody has won 12 majors on one surface. I mean, to let y'all know how crazy that is, that means Nadal, if Nadal wins Sunday, people, Pete Sampras, who we thought 14 majors was unbelievable, Nadal will have almost as many majors at the French Open than Pete Sampras has on all the other three surfaces. That's unbelievable. Y'all understand what I just said? That on one surface, Nadal was just 2 behind Pete Sampras' total slam number. Unbelievable. Okay, now let me move on with this. Now, let's get the big fad. If Federer wins Sunday, Federer will have 21 majors. Now, people will say, well, Magic, okay. So somebody will probably be saying, well, Magic, you waited last to do Federer. There's a reason you did that. Well, sort of. I did that sort of on the spur of the moment, though. But there's a reason why I'm doing Federer, why I did choose to do Federer last. Let me tell you why. Now, somebody would say, okay, Magic, Federer winning 21. Okay, that's huge. Of course, he increases his lead. in the GOAT debate over Djokovic and Nadal, but Magic, okay, that's just one major he added. I mean, so what's the big deal about Federer getting that major? Yeah. I know somebody said, well, it's a big deal because Federer, he's trying to get that major. I mean, he sort of went down last year a little bit, so he'll be back on top. But people, listen, let me tell y'all why it's bigger than just him winning his second French Open, okay? And by the way, I forgot to say Djokovic be winning his second French Open, but you know, but forget that second French Open. The big thing is Djokovic holding all 4 titles twice. Okay, that's the big thing with Djokovic if he wins Sunday. Okay, but people, if Federer wins, I'm telling y'all, people, never before in the history has a 38-year-old man, whoa, Lord have mercy, somebody got to get with this. A 38-year-old man, not only he winning the slam, that's the toughest to win because it's such a grind out that requires such physical effort. If Federer wins that at the age of 38, people, that's never been done before. After 30 years old, Rod Laver, he was not able to even win majors. And people, I told y'all, people, there was a debate in my mind up to last year whether Federer was even greater than Rod Laver. That maybe it's even, or maybe he's slightly greater, because I know how great Rod Laver was. But people, never before in the history of tennis could a 38-year-old man, y'all see how Federer plays? He looks, people, the younger players look more tired than he does when they finish a match. I can see, this ain't just some older player hanging around, you know, just trying to play, you know. Well, this is a player that not only is he winning, this is a 38, almost 38-year-old player, be 38 in a couple months, I believe, almost 38-year-old man that's not only is he pushing it into the semis and winning, this is a 30-year-old man that looks as good as he looked when he was younger, okay? 90%, Federer looks 90% to 95% as good as he looked when he was younger, okay? And if he ain't quite as fast, he looked better in some other ways, all right? So what made that achievement so great? It ain't just that he winning his 21st major. It ain't just that he's winning his second French Open, okay? It ain't just that, let me just say this here. You know what it is? It's that he's doing it as a 30, I know he'll be 38 in 2 months, but he's doing it as a 38, 37, almost 38-year-old man. I want people to grasp that. That's what makes it so great. Now, I was going to do this, people. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to do this on another video. I'm not going to tell y'all what I was going to say. I was going to make an announcement, okay? An official announcement. If Federer wins the French Open, y'all can imagine what I'm going to say if Federer wins the French Open on Sunday. Okay, people, so that's it. We got big history. This video went too long. Tennis preacher, prophet, history, big history, super history, unbelievable history. Tennis preacher, prophet, psychic, signing off. Have a good one. The magic man, the tennis preacher, the prophet, the psychic, coming back at you again with another video.